for the opening remarks and welcome address.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ thank you, namaskara, for gracing us with his presence. We understand, sir, how busy Karnataka has got the best of the best relationship, and the kind of bond and the relationship with the state of Karnataka is very well known. Thank them for providing remarks at this inaugural. Welcome, Shri, as Karnataka becomes a global innovation hub, and more so on the lines of Make in India under his leadership, and the kind of progress happening and the decisiveness of our government is very well known. Professor Klaus Schwab, founder and chairman, World Economic Forum, chairman InSpace. I welcome Mrs. Debjani Ghosh, President NASSCOM. Shri P.V. Naidu, chairperson, Karnataka Digital Economy Mission. I welcome our ACS, Mr. Dr. Omkar Rai, Director General, STPI, New Delhi. Finally, I would like to welcome Economy Mission. The last 18 months of the pandemic have proven to all of us that citizens globally need causing unprecedented disruptions across industries. But with disruption, the development metrics and value creation. In fact, a definitive part of this global transformation has been supported by the very city we are in today, is to operate the R&D centers and global capability centers. The theme of BTS this year, Bengaluru driving the next, is bioeconomy increasing to 38% to reach $24.4 billion in 2020. Karnataka has established itself as a national leader and a global player.
Thank you, Dr. C. Ashwath Narayan, for a cordial welcome address and opening remarks. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we are all aware, this is a hybrid event. Several dignitaries have
directions of the public and private sectors represented here today. Kyndryl has a clear ambition. We want to partner with you to help extend our Archon Gehlot, Chief Minister of Karnataka, Mr. Basvaraj Bommai, and all the senior leaders, government officials.
Madam.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮುಂಜಾವಿನ ಹೃದಯಪೂರ್ವಕವಾದಂಥ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ. ಐ ನೀಡ್ ಅ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್.
Good morning.
I thought this is a most innovative and interactive people I am meeting. So I need some life. ಇಂದಿನ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಟೆಕ್ ಸಮಿಟ್ನ ಉದ್ಘಾಟಕರು ಆದಂಥ ಭಾರತದ ಗಂತವತ್ತ ಉಪರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿಗಳು, ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಹಿರಿಯರು, ನಾಯಕರು, ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶಕರು ಆದಂಥ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಎಂ ವೆಂಕಯ್ಯ ನಾಯ್ಡುಜಿಯವರೇ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಗಂತವತ್ತ ರಾಜ್ಯಪಾಲರು, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಹಿರಿಯ ನಾಯಕರು ಆದಂಥ ಶ್ರೀ ಥಾವರ್ಚಂದ್ ಗೆಹ್ಲೋಟ್ ಅವರೇ, ನಮಗೆ ವರ್ಚ್ಯೂಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸ್ತಿರುವಂಥ ಆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಲಿಯಾ ದೇಶದ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾದಂಥ ಹಿಸ್ ಹೈನೆಸ್ ಸ್ಕಾಟ್ ಮಾರಿಸನ್ ಅವರೇ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಹಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಲೆನ್ಸಿ ಇಸ್ರೇಲ್ ದೇಶದ ನೆಫ್ಟಾಲ್ ಬೆನೆಟ್ ಅವರೇ, ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಒಂದು IT ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರವನ್ನು, BT ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರವನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೋವೇಷನ್ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರವನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟನ್ನು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಸಮರ್ಥವಾಗಿ ಮುನ್ನಡೆಸ್ತಿರುವಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ಯುವ ಸಚಿವ ಸಂಪುಟದ ಸದಸ್ಯರು, ಯಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಲೀಡರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ C. N. ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ್ ಅವರೇ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಈಕ್ವಲಿ ಎನರ್ಜೆಟಿಕ್ and innovative in the field of industry. A big leap we are taking this year and next year in industry under the able leadership of Sri Murugesh Nirani. ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಗುರುತಿಸಿ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಪವನ್ ಗೋಯಂಕ ಅವರೇ, ಫೌಂಡರ್ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಫೋರಮ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಕ್ಲೌಸ್ ಶೂಬ್ ಅವರೇ, ನೆಸ್ಕಾಮಿನ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದಂಥ ದೇವ್ಜಾನಿ ಘೋಷ್ ಅವರೇ, ಅವರ ಆಬ್ಸೆನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ವಿಷನ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಬಯೋಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕಿರಣ್ ಮಜುಮ್ದಾರ್ ಶಾ ಅವರೇ, ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ವಿಷನ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಪ್ಸ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಶಾಂತ್ ಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ಅವರೇ, ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ವಿಷನ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಗೋಪಾಲ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ ಅವರೇ, ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ದಕ್ಷತೆಯಿಂದ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರುವಂಥ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಚೀಫ್ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಶ್ರೀ EV ರಮಣ ರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಅವರೇ, ನೆರೆದಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಣ್ಯರೇ, ಡಿಗ್ನೇಟರೀಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್, ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಜೆಂಟಲ್ಮನ್, ಹಾಗೂ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ನನಗೆ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನನಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಭವಿಷ್ಯದ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಕ್ರಾಫ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತು ನಾನು ಪ್ರಯಾಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಕ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ which is going to take us to the future world. Man by itself is an innovator. The creator of man is the greatest innovator the cosmos has ever had. And to create such an intelligent human species, he must be something super extraordinary. Thanks to that creator, he has given us intelligence, he has given us the strength to express our intelligence, he has given us independence, and he has given us capability to travel at the speed of light and sound, and encompass into the imagination of a cosmos world. What I mean to say is that sky is not the limit. It is beyond sky. Today's world is thinking beyond sky. Therefore, where we stand in that, where we position ourselves in that, are we just a beginners? Are we already achievers? Or are we somewhere at the threshold hold of achieving something? We have to think as an individual, as an institution, as a country, as a nation, and as an entire globe. Therefore, the concept of global citizenship, which comes into the play as far as innovation in technologies are concerned, man has evolved, and under the leadership of a man, technologies have evolved. Therefore, the greatest changes in the annals of the history of a human mankind is done by a human brain power. Most of the innovations are not done by the institutions, neither by the countries. It is that few individuals, you think of law of gravity, you just think of Archimedes' law, you think of innovation of a penicillin, you think innovation of a computer science, analog. You think of anything, it starts with one human being. Therefore, the human brain power has to be recognized, respected, and rewarded. That's what, as a executive of the country, should think about. In one of the surveys, it is said that a common man uses just 6 to 7% of his brain. A person with high IQ uses 8 to 10%. A person who has got a scientific bent of mind uses maximum 15 to 20%. Still, we are yet to find a human being who uses his brain beyond 20%. That is the capacity of a human brain. And that's what is exhibited time and again in innovation in all the fields, including artificial intelligence. Therefore, I just want to emphasize in this tech summit that here is a place called Bengaluru where all the brain power can exhibit its capabilities because of the ecosystem of Bengaluru and Karnataka. Therefore, I welcome with open arm, open heart to all the innovators. Come, innovate its capabilities because of the ecosystem of Bengaluru and Karnataka. Therefore, I welcome with open arm, open heart to all the innovators. Come, innovate, participate, and ultimately be an achiever. Success is a very small word, very small word. Achievement is something which you can recognize. Gone are the days where people talk about success. Achievement is, success is a part of achievement where the success will lead to the betterment of the human mankind and the lives of the human mankind. Therefore, I call upon all the successful people to be achievers. This is how the human race should go forward. I don't want to elaborate on the cutting edge technologies, what are our policies. Our friend Ashwath Narayan has already said about it. Only one thing I just want to assure you that Bengaluru Tech Summit has been all along a very successful tech summit. I want a bigger takeaway this time, a specific takeaways, more accountability to this BTS. I want more accountability in terms of taking the technology forward, taking the technology to the every human life, not only human life, the entire ecosystem. Karnataka policies are very well placed. They are all forward looking. We have got so many vision groups for a specific field. And most of them are achievers. Therefore, they are leading. Karnataka is a leader in technology because we have leaders in all this technical field. Kiran Majumdar Shah, I know her for almost 4 decades now, when she was a very young entrepreneur. That doesn't mean that she is no more young. But the zeal and the dynamic, when she was talking of biotechnology then, we were wondering. And now she has made it into a reality. And now she is taking forward with the new innovations. Similarly, Krish Gopal Krishna, an unassuming leader in the field of technology, IT. And we have got whole lot of leadership. You name the field. That is Karnataka. The rich, innovative, not only innovative, a rich, high thinking leadership we have, which no other states can boast of. I'm not talking of what is the percentage of exports we do in IT, what is the FDI, 45% or 48% we have in the last 1 year of the entire country, it is flown into Karnataka. All these figures are there to see. But our real strength is the talented, high-skilled human power, and that is also seen in institutions. We have got more than 300 R&D institutions of international repute in most of the high-tech niche areas. Therefore, we have got policies in place for aerospace technology, space technology, defense technology, semiconductors, artificial intelligence, renewable energy. You name it, it is there. Of course, IT/BT is always there as a flagship of our innovations. So I just give a call, a simple call to the great leaders, not only present here, present across the globe, who are watching this 3-day summit, that each one of you are most warmly welcome to be a part of our ecosystem and be a leader, come out with the flying colors and make Karnataka, Bangalore, which is already flying high, it should fly to the beyond the sky. Now, it is like innovation is Saraswati. You know the vehicle of Saraswati is the Hamsa. And Hamsa is the largest bird, heavy bird, but it flies the highest levels. You go to Kailas Manasa Saravara, you will find Hansas, no eagles there. And this Bangalore is like a great Hamsa, a vehicle of Saraswati. So we have to take to the heights of Manas Saravara, Kailash Manas Saravara, abode of Shiva, where a greatest creator and innovator just stays there and blesses us. Therefore, through innovations, let us build a new mankind, a new age, human being, a new order, where all people have get all the opportunities and the best of the talents come out with the flying colors. And Karnataka is the place, is the future. Therefore, I said that I am sitting in a spaceship of future, and let us make the future very bright, not only for the innovative people, but to the last man, the common man, the poor man, a movers and shaker of this economy, bottom of the pyramid. Make life more comfortable, make his life with the high standards. Let him leave one of the best facilities available through our education, through our jobs, through our skill. This is what I just want to say, and I hope this spaceship and the Hamsa of Saraswati, called innovative, and as our minister rightly said, our Honorable Prime Minister has given a word, Atmanirbhar, and we follow it in letter and spirit. Our Honorable Prime Minister has been an inspiring leader. He always think of the future of the country, and we have to keep in pace with his thinking. Therefore, we say that Nava Karnataka Dinda Nava Bharata. That's a new Karnataka which leads to new Bharata. Therefore, Make in Karnataka will lead to Make in India. So let us all strive for that. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಾಗಲಿ, ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಟೆಕ್ ಸಮಿಟು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಅದು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹರಿಸುತ್ತಾ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಕಾಂಗ್ರ್ಯಾಚುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಮಾತನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ. ಅನಿರೀಕ್ಷಿತವಾದಂಥ ಮಳೆ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಬೀಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನವಂಬರ್ ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮಳೆ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ನೂ 4-5 ದಿವಸ ಮಳೆ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಸೂಚನೆಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ದಿ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಬೇ ಆಫ್ ಬೆಂಗಾಲ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದರ ಒಟ್ಟು ಪರಿಣಾಮ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ನಗರದ ಮೇಲೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಕೆಲವು ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ರಸ್ತೆಗಳ ಕಡಿತ, ಜನರಿಗೆ ಓಡಾಡೋದು ತೊಂದರೆ, ಕೆಲವು ಮನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ನೀರು ಹೋಗಿ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಒಂದು ಸಭೆಯನ್ನು ನಾನು ಹಿಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಕೆಲವು ಸೂಚನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಭಾಳ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಒಂದು, ಈ ಮಳೆ ನಿಂತ ತಕ್ಷಣವೇ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಮಳೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಾವು ಕೆಲವು ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಮಳೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಲೋ ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅವುಗಳಿಗೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತಗ್ಗು ಪ್ರದೇಶ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ರಿಲೀಫ್ ಆಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ವಿಶೇಷವಾದಂಥ ತಂಡವನ್ನು ರಚನೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ತಂಡದ ಸದಸ್ಯರನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಾನು ಸೂಚನೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ನಮ್ಮ NDRF ಟೀಮ್ಗಳು ಏನಿದ್ದಾವೆ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು SDRF, ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದ SDRF ಟೀಮ್ಗಳನ್ನು 4 ವಿಶೇಷ ತಂಡಗಳನ್ನು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಸೀಮಿತವಾಗಿ ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕನ್ನುವಂಥ ಸೂಚನೆಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ರಕ್ಷಣಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತು ರಿಲೀಫ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಇದಲ್ಲದೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಗೊಂದಲಗಳಿತ್ತು. ಈ ಮಳೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ರಿಪೇರಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡೋದು, ಕೆಲವರೆಲ್ಲ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಭಾಳ ಗೊಂದಲ ಇತ್ತು. ಅವನ್ನೂ ನಿವಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಕೂಡಲೇ ಮಳೆ ನಿಂತ ತಕ್ಷಣವೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ರೋಡ್ ರಿಪೇರಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ನವ್ರು ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ನೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಅವರ ಅಕೌಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ತಡೆ ಹಿಡಿದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಕೂಡಲೇ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಅನಾನುಕೂಲ ಆಗದಂತೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಮತ್ತು ಸುಮಾರು 110 ಹಳ್ಳಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ UGD ಲೈನು ಆಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಸುಮಾರು 280 ಕೋಟಿಯಷ್ಟು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಹಣವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನು ಟೆಂಡರ್ಗಳಿತ್ತು ಅವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ಕೆಲಸ ಕಾರ್ಯ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಮತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಈ ಮಳೆ ನಿಂತ ತಕ್ಷಣವೇ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಸಮಗ್ರ ರಸ್ತೆಗಳ ರಿಪೇರಿಗೆ ಯುದ್ಧೋಪಾಯದಲ್ಲಿ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಸೂಚನೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಾನೇ ಮಾನಿಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ.
So in the tech summit, sir, what are the kind of investment opportunities, employment opportunities that we are looking at, sir, through the tech summit?
ಅದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆ ಹಾನಿಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಸಮೀಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅವುಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ತರಕಾರಿ ಬೆಳೆ ಆಗಲಿ, ಆಹಾರ ಬೆಳೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುವಂಥ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ ಸರ್. ಬೆಳೆ ಹಾಳಾದರೆ
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ನಿಗಾ ವಹಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ ಮತ್ತು ಇವತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಸಭೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಮ್ಮ MSP ಖರೀದಿ, ಭತ್ತದ ಖರೀದಿ ಮತ್ತು ಇತರ ಖರೀದಿಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಮಹತ್ವದ ಒಂದು ಸಭೆ ಮಾಡಿ ತೀರ್ಮಾನವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಎಲ್ಲದರ ಮೇಲೂ ನಿಗಾ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಏನು ನಾವು
ಪೆರಿಷಬಲ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಕಾಯಿಪಲ್ಯ, ಹಣ್ಣು ಹಂಪಲ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾದ ವರದಿಯನ್ನು ಹಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ದು ಏನಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೃಷಿ ಇಲಾಖೆಯಿಂದ ಕೂಡ ವರದಿಯನ್ನು ತರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಬೆಳೆ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮ್ಗೊಂದು ಪತ್ರ ಬರೆದಿದ್ರು, ಆದಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಅದನ್ನ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯರು ಪತ್ರ ಬರೆಯೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ನಾವು ಮುಂಚೆನೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮೀಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಪರಿಹಾರಕ್ಕೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ರಮ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
With regard to the Bangalore Tech Summit, now the platform is growing bigger. And what is the Karnataka government's projection of investment you think will come into this kind of platforms?
See,
Employment generation and also.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾತಾಡಿ, ಈ ಕಡೆ ತಿರುಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಸರ್.
ಯಾವ ಕಡೆ
One camera is there, don't straight. Yes, sir, you talk. In English, sir, because this is about Bangalore Tech Summit, please. Then you talk in Kannada also.
see, Bangalore Tech Summit is a very big event. Now we have pitched in the next level of innovations through this Tech Summit. And more than 7,000 delegates have participated all throughout the world through virtual conference. So we expect a lot of companies have envisaged interest in most of the cutting edge fields, high tech fields, artificial intelligence, semiconductor, renewable energy, aerospace. So we expect a lot of new set of companies coming into this, and we ourselves have prepared a lot of infrastructure regarding all these companies.
Sir, is there a
And,
projection?
and a very good ecosystem has been created through this Tech Summit, wherein the people who are already into innovation, people who want to come into innovation, all these people will be accommodated, and they will be hand-holding for all these companies. Those companies are already in innovation to scale them up, and the new innovative companies will be encouraged. And shortly we are coming out with the R&D policy, wherein R&D, we want R&D in schools, colleges, universities, and in institutions in private sector, as well as we want to encourage garage-oriented R&D centers. So we want to R&D to percolate to that level.
Healthcare is another aspect, sir, which is.
All the aspects are there.
Post-pandemic.
It's a spectrum of different fields. So this innovation it's limitless. That's why a whole range of innovation activities there in different fields.
So one more thing, the Karnataka High Court, you have been consistently saying that Kannada will be made compulsory under NEP. They have said that they have sent a letter to the central government now asking for their opinion.
See, these are all the issues which are there for a long time, and different judgments are already there. But our NEP has given us opportunity and provided certain platforms for doing all this. So under NEP we are trying to do all this. Certainly we know that it will have a judicial scrutiny. Therefore our government is making ourselves ready for the judicial scrutiny too.
Are you